Hey guys, welcome to your next measurement lesson. Today we're taking a look at volume. So in the last lesson we were looking at area, which was considered the space inside of a 2D shape. Today we're looking at the space inside a 3D solid, which we call the volume. All right, we're kicking off with a simple example, which is the rectangular prism you can see in front of you. Okay, it's a prism because it's the same shape the whole way through and the face is a rectangle. So the way we find the volume of this solid is first thing you need to find is the area of your base. For this example, you can pick whatever face you want to be your base. I'm going to choose this one on the front. So I'm just going to color this in for you. All right, so all we need to do is find the area of this front face. Okay, and then if we take this, what's kind of like a slice of the solid, and we multiply by how long the solid is, we will get all the slices, which gets us the entire volume. Okay, so our volume is going to be our base area multiplied by how long it is, which we often call the height. All right, for this one, my base area, the front face, is a rectangle with base B and height H, because it's over here. All right, so the area would be base times height, just like a regular rectangle. And now if we multiply this by how long the solid is, which is in this case L, that's a L just there for length, multiply by L and you have your volume. Okay, so with perimeter that was a length, so we'd have a unit like centimeters. For area we were saying something like centimeters squared, and for volume we're going to say units cubed. Okay, so cubic units is a 3D space. All right, let's practice some examples. We'll start off with the level 1 examples, the easier ones. You will need a calculator for these, so if you're playing along, please grab your calculator. All right, first example, we have what looks like a rectangular prism again. So we're going to approach this question similar to how we did the last one. We're just going to find the area of one of the faces. Let's just find the area of this face on the end. Okay, if we can find the area of that rectangle and then multiply it by the length, we will get the volume. All right, so we're going to say volume equals base area times the length or the height, whatever you want to call it. All right, so the base area on the end is this rectangle, like I said. The area of this will be 0.9 multiplied with the height, which is 1.3. Okay, so we got 0.9 times 1.3. And this is all going to be in meters. Now that's the area of the base. If we multiply by the length of 2.1, we will get our volume. So let's grab a calculator and type that in. Okay, multiplying those three numbers, my calculator says 2.457. All our measurements were in meters, so our volume is going to be cubic meters, which we write meters cubed. Okay, so just find the base area multiplied by the length. Super easy. Let's do the next one, which is a cube. Don't need that. A cube, pardon me. So again, we just need to find the area of one of the faces. You can choose any face you want because they are all the same. Let's just go with the front face, why not? Let's find the area of this face. All right, so we're writing volume is the base area times the height. Now to find the area of the face, it's a square, so it's similar to a rectangle. You just need to do the base times the height. So we do 18 times 18. And then we multiply by how long this solid is, which is the 18. So really all you're doing is 18 times 18 times 18, which is 18 cubed, which is why we call it cubed, because it finds the volume of the cube. What do you know? So if we type in 18 times 18 and then times 18, we get 5882. Wait, sorry, that's a 3. 5832. Our units were centimeters up here, so our volume is going to be cubic centimeters, centimeters cubed. Okay, cool. So cubes and rectangular prisms should be fairly straightforward. I wouldn't expect you to get too stuck on those. This next one is a bit trickier. we have a cylinder. Okay, so a cylinder is like a prism where your base area is a circle. So our approach is going to be the exact same as the last two questions. We're just going to find the area of the base, which in the last two was a rectangle and a square. Now it's just a circle. Okay, so we've got to know that for a circle, area is equal to pi r squared from the last video. All right, so we just need to find the base area, which is a circle, so it's a little bit trickier, and then multiply by the height of the cylinder, which is 15.1. Okay, cool. So to find the area on top, all you need is a calculator and the radius. This question's a little tricky because they've given you the width of the cylinder, which is 25.8. So if you want the radius, you want half of that. Okay, 25.8 is the diameter. We just want the radius from the center to the edge. So we'll do half of 25.8. So we can grab a calculator and do 25.8 divided by 2, and we get 12.9. Okay, awesome. That's our radius. So our area of the circle is going to be pi times 12.9 squared. Okay, pi r squared. That's the area on top. We multiply by the height of 15.1. Okay, because the pi r squared is the slice on top. If we multiply by 15.1, we get all the slices, which gives us the whole solid, which is the volume. Okay. Okay, we can just chuck this into a calculator. So we go pi times 12.9 squared, and then multiply that by 15.1. It's going to be a long decimal, so we'll do a bit of rounding. Okay, my calculator says 7,894, and we've got 0.16. Let's just say 17. That'll do. That's two decimal places, and we had centimeters, so we have centimeters cubed for a volume. All right, cool. So cylinders may look scary, but it's the exact same process. You just got to find the area of a circle first and multiply by the height. So yeah, make sure you memorize this formula or write it down somewhere, because it's very, very useful, not just in your current grade, but also in year 11 and 12. Okay, awesome. So those are the introduction ones, level 1. Let's do the level 2 example now. Bit more complicated. We're finding the volume of this, what is a triangular prism. Okay, it's the same shape the whole way through, which is why it's a prism. If it meets at a point, it's called a pyramid, which we're not going to touch today. It is a triangular prism. So because it's a prism, the volume is going to be the base area times the height. Well, what is the base area? Well, the base area is the shape that's the exact same the whole way through, which in this one is the triangle. Okay, anywhere you cut this this solid, you're going to see a triangle. It's called the cross section, and that's how you know which face to find the area of. Okay, this shape isn't the same the whole way through. It's the triangle the whole way through. That's why it's called a triangular prism. Okay, so to find the volume of this, we need to find the area of the triangle at the front. So we need to know that the area of a triangle is, you do the base times the height, like you would do for a rectangle, but then you halve it because it's a triangle. A triangle is half a rectangle. Okay? So this triangle has a base of 26 and a height of 8. So to find the area, we'll be doing base times height, and then whatever that answer is, we want to divide that by 2. Okay? Base times height divided by 2. Let's see what we get. 26 times 8 divided by 2. So this is going to be 104, but we're not finding the area, we're finding the volume, so we've got to take that answer. Just going to put brackets around these so we don't get confused. That's our base area, multiplied by the height, which is how long the shape is, which is 5. Okay, it's how long the triangle shape goes through, which is 5. So we take our 104, which was the area, we multiply it by 5, and we get an answer of 520 centimeters cubed again. Okay, So it's the exact same process every time. Sometimes it's more tricky than others. You just got to find the base area, whatever shape that is, and then just multiply by how long the solid is. Okay? Base area times height. All right, and for the last one, the real scary one, we have what's called a composite solid, because it's kind of like two shapes combined into one. We're going to find the volume of the entire thing. All right, so our process is going to be the exact same as the last four examples. We are just going to find the area of this face, this whole thing, which is a bit tricky. That's the hardest part. Once we've got this area, this orange part here, we can just multiply by 5.2, and it's going to give us the volume of the whole thing. So how are we going to find the volume? How are we going to find the area of this thing? Well, it's two shapes, isn't it? It's a square down here, because we've got the 4.2 on each side, so that's a square. And on top, you've got a triangle. So we can find the area of these two separately and then just add them together, okay? For the bottom half, the square, we're just going to do 4.2 times 4.2, base times height, okay? And then we add on the triangle on top. Okay, it's got a height of 3 and it's got a base of 4.2 because this length is the same as this length. So for a triangle, we do base times height, and then we halve our answer. So we can just do divided by 2 or times by a half. Same thing, whatever you prefer. All right, there's our square. There's our triangle. If we add them together, let's see what we get. All right, putting that through the calculator, you should get 23.94. That's an area, so it's going to be centimeters squared. Okay, that's the scary part done. Now, like I said, to find the volume, we just need to do base area times height. We just found the base area, that was the hard part, in blue, or in red actually. So we've got the 23.94. Okay, we'll multiply that by the height of the shape, which, like I said before, is the 5.2. It's how long the shape is. 5.2. Let's see what we get. Okay, the calculator says 124.488. Okay, and once again, centimeters cubed for a volume. Okay, so that's it. That's how you find the volume of a prism. You just got to find the base area and multiply by the length or the height, however you see it. Okay? If there's any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to do some more examples if you need. But if not, I will see you next time. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.